Little Motley Crue Steely Dan mashup there. Donald Fagen of Steely Dan, his wife just died. She's married to a woman named Libby Titus for a long, long time. She was a singer-songwriter back in the day in her own right. Had a couple of hits, I think, in the 70s. Had dated her way around the rock star community at that time. She had a kid with Levon Helm, who was in the band, and then she hooked up with Donald Fagen, and they've been married for a long, long time. And seemed to be pretty happy, other than a few years ago, they were in the news because there was an alleged domestic disturbance, to which the cops have been called, and everybody involved said, no, blown out of proportion, whatever. But so if you're a Steely Dan fan, I'm sure you've already seen that information. You know, I always get the notifications from all the Steely Dan message boards, or people who know, our customers who know I'm a fan of Steely Dan will send me the info. But I saw that very, very early that Donald Fagen's wife had passed away, 77 years old. That was, when McGuire called us, that was a guy. Texted me in the break.
Just like I said.
Said, I'm definitely a dude, and my friends do call me Mac. Well, my apologies, McGuire, because at least on the phone, you had a higher register than you just sounded like a female to me. Guardians baseball tonight. Cavs will play tomorrow night. Still preseason over there, but the Detroit Pistons will be in town. So we'll see what they have got to offer. Tomorrow night on MMS, that'll be on MMS. That's this radio station, I believe.
This one. This current one.
This particular radio station that we're on right now. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Tip Cavs Pistons at the Romo Fijo. But tonight, you got Game 2, Guardians Yankees. Not the Yankers, the Yankees. And that coverage will begin shortly after 7 o'clock. And then they come back home for 3 games. So Thursday afternoon, we will do a short show. We'll only be out live until 4:30. And then coverage will begin there. And then Friday and Saturday, Yankees will be here in town. So let's say that you were somebody who was able to recognize a Yankee on sight. And you're walking around, because they're going to be here through the weekend. You know, like Paul O'Neill, okay? You see him walking around. And you go, oh, my God, that's Paul O'Neill.
25 years. What are you doing?
What?
Here? He's been retired for a couple of years.
On site. I'm sorry, Bill. I didn't hear what you said. Anyway.
He's retired.
Derek Jeter.
Retired.
In the pride of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
But he might be here doing announcing.
This is what I'm talking about.
The pregame.
So if you're enough of a fan, you might recognize some of the current Yankees lineup. You might see them walking around. You might end up rubbing elbows with them at some kind of local culinary establishment. Restaurants, I believe some people call them. Those will be there. Speaking of restaurants, I saw that Doritos is opening a restaurant inside the Crypto.com arena. Is that where the Lakers play?
Yes. It used to be Staples Center.
Staples Center. I always confused that with the Kia Forum. Because that used to be where they played, wasn't it? Didn't everybody play the Forum back in the day?
The Forum was, back in the day. But they just renovated the Forum and are doing stuff there again.
That's where we're doing our Alter Ego Festival, by the way. I've got those trips for you all week. But Crypto.com arena, naming rights that have aged very well so far in a short period of time. Doritos is opening up a Doritos After Dark restaurant inside.
Finally.
We've all been waiting.
Listen, people have been clamoring for this, and now Doritos is telling you, we have heard you. The vice president of culinary marketing at Frito-Lay said that the Doritos After Dark menu is going to be amazing. They're going to have appetizers. They're going to have entrees. They're going to have sweet desserts. And I bet you the line will be out onto the street. People waiting to get into this Doritos restaurant inside Crypto.com arena. So, listen, everybody's looking for new ways to get their stuff out there. It's not going to be a dry restaurant. You're going to be able to get margaritas there.
Mm.
And
you like your margarita with a Doritos rim.
That actually probably would be pretty good.
Yeah, a
Like
crushed
a cool
Doritos
ranch.
rim.
Yeah.
Or just the dust. Yeah, you just do the dust.
They're probably going to do that. They would really imagine they do all these other things and they completely look past the Doritos margarita rim. Because usually when I get a margarita, I don't like the salt on the rim. I'll say margarita, no salt, please. Now, when we lived in Ohio City, we ate at Momocho a lot. And they had this margarita. It was like a jalapeno margarita that had like cayenne on the rim. Mm-hmm. That was unbelievable. So I'd always get that. But like the salt, I don't need that. Don't want it. Just give me my thought is, you've got less work to do now. I know they just turn it upside down and spin it in the salt thing, but now what you would do, Mary, you just turn it upside down, spin it on, put the rim on the salt thing, right?
A lot of salted rims did they have margaritas at Winking Lizard?
We had everything, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Did they have margaritas at Winking Lizard?
Actually, when we were on vacation, I was making little mocktails at home, and they had tahini. So I made Brian, he bought these fake old fashions that came in a can. So just to spruce it up a little bit, I put a tahini rim on his glass and then put like a little orange peel on it and poured the old fashioned into.
You mean tahini, the stuff that you put in gyros and stuff?
No, the shaky stuff, not the garlic sauce. No.
She said they're making old fashions with garlic sauce.
No,
what the hell is?
Did.
Wait, what's tahini?
It's chili, salt, and lime.
Yeah.
I think are the flavors that it is.
Oh, okay.
It's just a spice.
I see.
Yeah. It's like a brand of
Oh,
spice.
Tajin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
It was really good.
Okay. I'm going to clear that up because here I'm ready to. I'm not a huge old-fashioned guy, but you throw me a wild pitch with some garlic sauce in there. How about that?
Yay.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't care for the salted rim. Now, strangely enough, I do salt the rims of my tires.
It's going to eat your tires.
Wait till winter. AC over here, he comes out smelling like a rose once winter hits when I'm out there doing my thing with my salted rims. Got a letter from D-Rock. He's listening to the show down there in El Paso on iHeartRadio. He goes, he was referring to us talking about what people can and can't return or will and won't return. High point of the conversation yesterday was the guy who said that a guy tried to return cabbages to Home Depot.
So funny.
And they said, we don't
That's
sell
hilarious.
cabbages here. And he said, but I bought the seeds here, and I don't like what they grew into. D-Rock said, I worked at Sam's Club for a long time, and we had the Members Mark brand. Sam's Club and Walmart are the same thing, is that right? That's like the Costco version of Walmart.
Sam's Club, yeah, like Sam's
owned
Club
by the same company or something?
What's it called? Like the member store.
Yeah. Members Mark brand at Sam's Club, and D-Rock says they offered a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Now, I'm not great at math, but that doesn't sound like it could be a thing. A 110% satisfaction guarantee, but okay. He said people would constantly abuse it, but all throughout the store, there's signs every 10 feet, so you can't blame him. He goes, so I had an elderly guy who came in one time and returned his Members Mark jeans because he had zipped himself up in them.
Oh, no. Blood?
We got a bleeder. How did you get the frank above the beans? Isn't it always the frank above the beans? He said, and as he was yelling at the clerk, his dentures kept slipping out. So obviously, he goes, they gave him his money back, and we took his impromptu circumcision jeans. You probably throw those right in the garbage, right? You set them on fire. You're not going to put them in the go-backs. They're not going to get folded and put back on the shelf because it's got bits of elderly scrotum in the zipper.
Elderly scrotum.
I'm playing them Saturday on 2 Hours to Midnight. Our metal show. If you're an elderly scrotum fan, they're the pride of Patchogue, Long Island. And they've got something to say. Alan, I made an AI theme song for Bill's Grilled Cheese Hot Tub franchise.
Let's go.
Now, I haven't previewed this, so we're all going to hear it for the first time together.
Love it already.
I like this too.
Down at Bill Squire's place you gotta see, where hot tubs bubble and grilled cheese is free. Beer on tap, folks, just unwind, melt away your troubles, leave them behind.
Melt away your troubles.
So
leave
far,
them
so
behind.
good. Yep.
Hot cheese dripping in the water steam, laughter floating like a lazy dream. Sizzle of the grill under evening stars, find your peace in melt bars. Hot tubs and beer, ain't that a thing? Grilled cheese so good it'll make you sing. A place where you can lose your mind. Take a dip and let the world unwind.
All right, so, I mean, off to a good start there.
I like it.
It is terrifying how good these songs are, by the way. You know, you can have arguments over whether or not they're silly and the lyrics still need to kind of be massaged, but for these things to be created out of whole cloth is crazy. Because if you remember, and it wasn't that long ago, if you remember when AI songs were pretty remedial, they weren't great. And some of these aren't that great. This one's pretty good. Again, metal and country are
the ones that they
infinitely
can do,
malleable.
yeah.
You can do whatever you want with them because there is a template there.
Candles flickered by the bubbly pool, relax with friends, ain't no one playing cool. Life's sweet flavor served on a tray.
Life's sweet flavors, Bill. That's
Served
what you're
on a
serving.
tray.
Served on a tray.
Yeah.
Come to milk bars, chase your cares away. Sink in the water, feel the day's woes lift. Every grilled cheese a cheesy gift. From morning light
Feel the day's woes lift. Boy, shoehorn that in there, AI. Feel the day's woes lift.
a cheesy gift. From morning light to the starry night, milk bars got it all just right. Hot tubs and beer, ain't that a thing?
Well, anyway, it's awfully long for a jingle, but I
But
like
it's good.
He's
It's
done
good.
some good work there.
It's got
That's
me
from-
reinvigorated to get this restaurant on the
right. Sometimes
Get it
you
going,
can
yeah.
you can kind of an idea can languish and nothing's done with it. And now that Jeremiah has sent this to us, thank you for that, Jeremiah. Boy, what a time to be alive! What an amazing place to be able to get people over to your grilled cheese and hot tub restaurant. Did we ever land on a name for that? I feel like
No.
we didn't. Alan, how about a restaurant with all airplane food on the menu? Yeah, airplane food, believe it or not, airplane food was better like a decade and a half ago. Now I guess it depends on if you're flying Frontier business class.
It's also very rare. I feel like that they even do a meal,
They do.
like
First
for, like,
class.
longer flights.
It's anything over like, I want to say like 300 miles or something. No, it would have to be more than that. 3,000? No. How many miles is it? 500?
When I wake up. Alan, Kmart used to have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Somebody brought in a sheet cake. They had eaten all but one piece, complained that it was dry, and wanted their money back.
Okay, so 900 miles
Yeah.
seems to be, or over 3 hours.
Okay.
There you go.
That's all you get.
Oh,
Did you get your tickets yet?
She was ready to clap.
What are the tickets at?
I haven't gotten them yet. You're asking what is the cost?
Yeah.
Let's
They
see.
go down
I haven't
again?
checked in a minute. Let me look it up. Oh, game time.
Alan, I just landed in Houston and had to go to the Kroger, and they have sizzling cheeseburger flavored Doritos. All right, I'm listening. Crunch those up for your margarita rim.
$4.80. I don't know how much more they're going to go down.
Well, but if you're going 90 minutes after
We'll
first
see.
pitch.
Right.
I thought a lot of these places wouldn't sell tickets after a game.
But that's why
what
game time is different.
Oh, you got to do that on the app.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because they've already scooped them up, and now they want to unload them.
Uh-huh.
I'm figuring it out. Slowly but surely.
Picking up on
Slowly. I'll tell you what, all of these newfangled... Yeah, they're starting to advertise game time a lot, too. So maybe they're on the
Rich
come up.
Eisen, and he's been on it for a while.
Has he?
So.
Okay, we got to go. What do you have coming up, William?
This Saturday, I'm headlining a show down at the Patina Art Center in Canton, Ohio. You can get tickets at billsquire.com. It's their 1-year anniversary of doing shows, so let's have a good time and come on out if you're in Canton or the surrounding areas.
The greater Canton metropolitan area?
Exactly. billsquire.com for those tickets.
Mary Lynn?
Friday and Saturday, I'll be headlining Funny Stop Comedy Club in Cuyahoga Falls. You can grab tickets at funnystop.com. And, yeah, that's it. Follow me on social media if you want to see the Yankees game tonight. The Guardians game tonight, I'm sorry. Everything I've been searching has been Yankees.
Yeah, of course.